Heyo, and what is up, gang? Thank you so much for checking out Sledgehammer TV today. It is Thursday, February the 8th, 2018, and we have got some very big breaking news and a developing story coming out of WWE headquarters right now, and we are going to talk about it right here, right now, on the newest, fastest rising podcast in all of YouTube, baby! The Sledgehammer Wrestling Show. So, let's do it.
The Sledgehammer Wrestling Show.
Wrestling fans, thank you so much for joining me here on the channel once again today. My name is Nick Nightmare. Along with me, as always, is my trusty companion, my loyal tag team partner, and the World Heavyweight Champion of microphones, Blue the Snowball. And we are bringing the hammer down on the world of professional wrestling, as we always do, because we have got some absolutely disturbing and terrible news coming down the line from WWE headquarters. It has been all over social media today. I'm sure you guys already have seen it, but we are here to talk about it because I can't even believe it. And I do not see the logic. I do not see how it makes sense. I do not see what reason there could possibly be to have this match coming up on Tuesday with Dolph Ziggler versus Baron Corbin, announced today to have a stipulation added where the victor of this match is going to be inserted into the triple threat match at WWE Fastlane to effectively make it a fatal four-way match. I do not understand this not one bit. I could not even believe my eyes when I read this on Twitter just now. It is absolutely baffling to me. I need somebody out there to tell me, chime in if you feel you're educated enough to school me and explain to me how Dolph Ziggler or Baron Corbin deserves an opportunity to be placed in this scenario, in a matchup against three of the top talents on the brand, with the greatest wrestler alive performing today in the World Heavyweight Champion, and these two men are being gifted an opportunity to compete for the richest prize in the game. Why? I need to understand why. Dolph Ziggler has done what? What has he done? He won the United States Championship, he left, he came back unceremoniously with no notification, no build, nothing whatsoever, to be the 30th entry into the Royal Rumble, to lose within minutes of entering the Royal Rumble, and then disappear back into nothing, fade away into the darkness once again, never to be talked about, never to be heard from until he's given a WWE Championship opportunity. Why? Why? Baron Corbin? What has he done besides suck for the last 6 months? For the last year and a half even? Oh, his promo game's gotten better. Who cares? Who cares? It's not his fault. I'm not down on him. It's the fact that the WWE hasn't pushed him. They haven't given him any value. They haven't treated him with any respect. So why should we? Why should we? This announcement definitely set me off. And I had to come sit here and tell you guys about it right now. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. I don't know how many times I could say it, because that's the predominant thing that is going through my mind when I see this happening. The only thing I could maybe think of is even worse than what possibly is going to happen in reality. Which is, Are the WWE going to not give us the WWE Championship match at WrestleMania that we want? Are they going to take the title from AJ just before WrestleMania? Why would they do that? But what other reason would there be to insert one of these two men? It doesn't matter which one it is. It's most likely going to be Dolph Ziggler. You're going to insert him into this match that has absolutely nothing to do with anything that's going on in and around this match. What does Ziggler have to do with Shane McMahon and Daniel Bryan? Nothing. What does he have to do with AJ Styles? Nothing. What does he have to do with Kevin Owens or Sami Zayn? Nothing. Nothing, nothing, nothing. So why is he in this match? It's not even part of the story. He's been missing in action for 2 months. And he's coming back. And Shane McMahon and Daniel Bryan decide to gift him a match. These two guys are being given a chance to be inserted into this match. They're not even on the list. Neither one of these idiots are on the SmackDown Live Top 10 Superstars list. Why are they getting this chance? It is the most asinine thing I have fucking heard all day. Explain it to me. Defend it. I dare you to defend it. What do you got? You got nothing. You know why? Because it doesn't make sense. It's absolutely blind ass backwards booking. Why would they jeopardize the main event of WrestleMania with AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura? You've essentially inserting somebody into a match just to lose. There is no, oh, will he win? He's not going to win. AJ Styles cannot lose that match. He can't. And there were rumors months ago that there was at Fastlane going to be advertised some 6-man scramble or something like that. And some of the names that were mentioned in that are happening right now. I was okay with it as a triple threat, considering the talent that was in there. Zayn, Owens, Styles, gonna be great. Long time history between the three of them. There could be a deep emotional story behind it, way beyond this Shane McMahon and Daniel Bryan bullshit. Nobody wants to talk about any of that, and I don't know why. That's why these characters are failing, because you're not allowing them to go out there and just be who they are. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn got over as a duo. Everybody loves them because it's set and based in reality. You want to ignore their past histories with AJ Styles and stuff on the independents? Go ahead and do that. You're going to continue to fail over and over and over again. The clearest point that I can show you to prove what I'm saying is right is the addition of Dolph Ziggler to this match. These two men, Ziggler or Corbin, have no business even sniffing the World Heavyweight Championship. They shouldn't even be allowed to look at it. Dolph Ziggler comes back with no explanation, and he's just going to be allowed to compete in a match, and if he wins, he can go fight for the championship. Why did he leave the United States Championship? What is he doing back here? Where the fuck did he go? No explanation, no rhyme or reason, just he's back, we're going to give him a title shot, hooray! Are you kidding me? Baron Corbin's even worse. It's the lesser of the two evils. Baron Corbin has been a bottom feeder. He hasn't won shit. He has done nothing but lose. The last time we really seen him, he lost the United States Championship opportunity to the glorious Bobby Roode. Why would you even consider giving him an opportunity to wrestle for your top prize? I don't get it. Guys, explain it to me. Please. Somebody needs to hit me up with it. An explanation of some sort is in order. This is just one of the worst decisions I have seen come down the line in a long time. And you know what? Since I don't want to keep reiterating over this over and over again, I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about something I've been talking about, and that's the AJ Styles Shinsuke Nakamura match at WrestleMania, and why I truly believe it's not going to be what we all want it to be or what we all expect it to be. And that is because of exactly what's happening right now with Dolph Ziggler. The WWE doesn't even see what they have when it's served up on a silver platter right in front of you. You had a great triple threat match planned and you're going to ruin it by adding WWE faces. Dolph Ziggler is the only one amongst this foursome that has been a pretty much homegrown WWE guy. Zayn and Owens and AJ, they've all come from the independents. They built up their name somewhere else. Vince has a problem with this. It's the same thing with Shinsuke. Everybody else that comes in with a big name underneath them and already have an established character somewhere else, you are looked down upon because you got yourself over. Just like Rusev is getting looked down upon for getting himself over. Just like Wade Barrett. Just like Damian Sandow. Just like Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes was a little opposite. He didn't want to get over in what they were letting him do with the Stardust bullshit. He knew he could get over as the American Nightmare that he has finally become, and they wouldn't allow that because you're not in the plans. This match with AJ and Shinsuke is in serious jeopardy. Because if you don't think for 1 minute that Vince McMahon is not going to have that fucking Universal title as the main event for that night, or the Undertaker match, you're sadly mistaken. AJ and Shinsuke should be going on last. They're not building it at all yet. What did we see? We saw Shinsuke pass AJ in the hallway, and say, I'm going to beat you at WrestleMania, and that was it. That's the only build we got. We got them placed in a tag team match as friends, as partners. Excuse me. I'm getting so amped up. I got all kinds of shit coming up we got to spit out. Besides the facts that we're spitting out, we got to spit out shit too. Oh my God. What the fuck was I even saying just now? AJ and Shinsuke, serious jeopardy for this match. Because they're not WWE guys. They're not. They're going to be pushed down the card. I wouldn't be surprised if Vince McMahon pulls a fast one and makes them open WrestleMania. Effectively making the rest of the card gonna be terrible. It's gonna suck if they do that, because nobody's gonna be able to follow that, right? That's what you think, right? But that match is not gonna be that. Look what Vince and company has done to 205 Live and the Cruiserweight division. You think for 1 minute he's gonna let these two guys go out there and wrestle strong style? Steal the show, doing some of the shit they did back at Wrestle Kingdom 10. If you think you're getting a rematch of that match, you're out of your mind. You're getting the first match in a series of WWE-sanctioned AJ Styles, Shinsuke Nakamura matches, which are going to be great. They're going to be great. But I guarantee you they won't even be as good as whatever happens on NXT, because WWE is going to rein them back. They're going to hold them back for fear that they will overshadow everything else that is going on that night. The WWE don't give a shit about good wrestling. They need to push the agenda. They need to get to Roman's coronation. They need to do whatever they're going to do with fucking Ronda Rousey. They need to do all this other shit. And they're essentially giving us this match, I believe, just to shut us up. Say, alright, they want this match here. Let's have this match so we stop hearing about it. You think we're going to get AJ Shinsuke 2? Think we're going to have a series of classics between these two guys? WWE don't operate like that anymore. And that's the problem. We're not going to get the match we want. They're not going to allow them to be who they are. To be the shining star. To be the guiding light of all WrestleManias from that night to come. Something for people to aspire to be. They don't have these performances anymore. It's all go out there, you got 20 minutes, do the WWE stuff, you win, you lose, we all go home with a big fat paycheck. Because that's what it's all about. And it's killing guys like AJ. You can kind of see it. You can kind of see it on these guys when they're live on camera. There's almost like a vacancy in their eyes. Like they're just going through the motions because they know they could be doing what they really want to do somewhere else. Just like Daniel Bryan. When you see Daniel Bryan performing as a general manager, do you see passion in his eyes? Does he look even a fraction of what he used to look like as a competitor? Hell no. Hell no. And you see that across the roster with these guys that can actually wrestle, that have spent years and years honing their craft, trying to become the best in the world at what they do. And then they come to the biggest stage of them all, where they're supposed to be accepted and loved and showcased. And instead, they're told, don't wrestle like that. We respect what you do. We love all that. That's why we signed you. But don't do that shit here. That's why I'm scared of Ricochet being part of it, even of NXT. Everything he's known for is not going to be allowed to be taking place in the ring. He's got to rein it back. They're going to do that to AJ and Shinsuke. They can't look better than Roman. They can't look better than Brock. They can't be better than Strowman or any of the WWE labeled and homegrown big men that are the agenda for the future. You can't tell me I'm wrong. Every single one of us is looking forward to this match with great anticipation, and I am so afraid, and I can almost guarantee you that when that match is over, we might be blinded by the moment. You know, we might be like, wow, that was great. But then when we watch what happens at ROH Supercard 12 and Cody Rhodes and Kenny Omega out-wrestled AJ and Shinsuke, it's not because they're better than them. It's because the WWE had them keep it down a notch. And that's my biggest fear. It's my biggest fear with this match. Sure, I'm excited. Sure, it's going to be great. But now we also find ourselves in this weird conundrum where there's an opportunity for the champion to lose his belt. Fastlane is a bullshit pay-per-view that shouldn't even be happening. Right after the Elimination Chamber, both brands should be focusing and set eyes on WrestleMania. Building the stories so that by the time we get to WrestleMania, it'll be the event it's supposed to be. It'll be perceived and it'll be recepted by all of us with open arms and happy, happy memories for years to come. But they don't operate like that anymore. Look at what they're doing with AJ and Shinsuke. Nothing. Nothing. If I was them, right now, I would have AJ Styles have a sit-down interview with a cameraman and talk about his long and troublesome history with Shinsuke Nakamura. Talk about how he's the one guy in New Japan you didn't beat. Maybe you don't say New Japan, but you can get around that. Let him tell his story without using facts and names and places, so you don't have to worry about copyrights and all that shit, because they have a deep, rich history with one another. They have one match that they have had at Wrestle Kingdom 10, where Shinsuke was the victor. AJ does not have a win over Shinsuke. There's so much built-in drama that you're not touching upon. Have them just build a promo package around that. Show AJ wrestling. Compare what they've done since coming to the WWE. Shinsuke being the NXT champion. AJ being a two-time World Heavyweight champion. Everything that they've done that has brought them to these crossroads at this WrestleMania. Everything is at stake. Can AJ get his revenge, or will Shinsuke stay on top? And by Shinsuke staying on top, will he become the first ever Japanese WWE World Heavyweight Champion? There's so much to talk about. There's so much to build towards. And what are we doing? Nothing. We're inserting Dolph Ziggler into the mix. Nothing. We're inserting Baron Corbin possibly into the mix. Another nothing. And at the end of the day, this whole thing is going to still just revolve around Shane McMahon and Daniel Bryan's little on-again, off-again tension, which at the end of the day offers us nothing unless Daniel Bryan gets back into the ring, which I already talked about on the SmackDown Live review. If you missed that, you can check it out. It's going to end up doing the same exact thing that's going to happen with AJ versus Shinsuke. Daniel Bryan, if he is wrestling, do you think you're really going to see Daniel Bryan wrestle? No, we're going to see Daniel Bryan on the apron waiting for the hot tag for a majority of the match. He's not going to do anything but get the win. I go more in detail on that on the SmackDown Live review from yesterday. That's it, you guys. I'm wiped out from this one because I don't want to keep getting amped up. I feel my blood pressure consistently rising, even still, as I'm venting to you guys, because this is just the most blind, ass-backwards booking I have ever seen in my life. It has absolutely no justification to it, no meaning behind it, and it makes no sense. And this one scenario can be pointed to time and time again when you know the facts and you take everything in a box like I just gave it to you and smash it with that sledgehammer. You could see clearly that they are in a shambles over there. They do not know what they have, and they do not know how to put on good wrestling shows. How does this make sense? You guys, I leave the floor to you. The comment section is yours. You tell me how it makes sense. If you're right, I will let you know you're right. You know that. But you're not right. And I'll let you know that before you even type that first letter. I gave you every single reason why before we got here. Absolutely unbelievable. Thank you guys so much for checking out this episode. This was a ranty wild one, man. And we have the WWE to thank for being so fucking stupid, for me being so wild up and amped up here today. Thank you guys so much for joining me and coming along with this ride today. If you are not among one of the many members of the Sledgehammer Wrestling Club family that has been growing more and more by the day, I invite you right now to hit that subscribe button. The absolute best way to keep tabs on everything going on here on Sledgehammer TV, and we have got tons more coming at you. We're going to try to expand back into doing some movie stuff. We're going to start doing some stuff outside of wrestling because we're looking to grow and expand at a rapid rate, and we need you guys to be a vital part of that. All I need from you is 3 simple steps. 1, subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. 2, punch that thumbs up right in the mouth. Get it right in the middle there. Don't mind my little whatever I just did there with my mouth. Just punch it right in the face. Hit me that thumbs up if you like today's show. And then share this show with all the rest of your wrestling buddies that you have all over the world. Point them in this direction. Let them know that we're telling it how it is. We're bringing the hammer down. And we are the newest, fastest rising podcast in all of YouTube, baby. The Sledgehammer Wrestling Show. Right here on Sledgehammer TV, only on YouTube.com. My name is Nick Nightmare. This is the World Heavyweight Champion of Microphones, Blue the Snowball. This has been a special edition of Breaking News of the Sledgehammer Wrestling Show. Thank you so much. That is going to do it, and we are out of here. And we will see you next time right here on the Sledgehammer Wrestling Show. Goddamn.